Welcome back to the North American Darrell podcast, episode 3, Being North American Darrell. Choosing just one country has never been simple for me. That's why I call myself North American Darrell. I was born in Canada. I've lived in the United States since Y2K, and since 2017, I've rented a small vacation studio in Rocky Point, Mexico. From my home base in Mesa, Arizona, I can be home in Mexico in about 4 hours. Apparently, I don't have one home. I have a North American timeshare with myself. It works perfectly. I can wake up in Arizona, pack a bag at a moment's notice, and head to the beach for tacos and a beer. After living between countries, I stopped seeing identity as one flag. It became a collection of experiences, loyalties, and memories. When people ask where I'm from, I usually say Canada. It's true, and it keeps the conversation away from politics. Nothing kills a good beach conversation faster than 2 beers and an international policy debate. If travel has taught me anything, it's when to shut the hell up and change the subject. Most people care far less about where I'm from than how I show up. Kindness, curiosity, respect, and most importantly, adapting to the local culture instead of trying to change it. Those qualities travel much better than any passport. The bottom line is that I'm now proud to be American, and that should be okay. I still love Canada, I love Mexico, and I've fallen in love with plenty of other countries along the way. If I could, I'd live in all of them part-time. My heart supports that plan. My finances, immigration officials, and tax departments may have follow-up questions. The reality is that I've spent more of my adult life in the United States, and it feels like home. Life plants roots where I least expect them, and those roots have become just as real as the ones I was born with. The complicated part has always been sports, especially Team Canada. Ever since I was a kid, when Team Canada played, I watched. Hockey, the Olympics, World Championships. It was never just a game. It was identity, history, pride, and memory wrapped inside one jersey. Wayne Gretzky is the perfect example. To Canadians, he wasn't simply the greatest hockey player of all time. He became part of Canada's identity. Edmonton, and eventually Canada, didn't merely love Gretzky. We acted like we owned him. In my opinion, that wasn't right. Then came August 9th, 1988. Gretzky was essentially sold to the Los Angeles Kings. I was 16 years old, and I cried. That was the day the Canadian illusion cracked for me. Sports started teaching me about loyalty, identity, and how complicated being Canadian had become, even for Gretzky. Some trades become timestamps in your life. That was one of mine. Years later, I experienced a much smaller version of that shift. Not as the great one, just as one proud Canadian choosing a different path. Some people were disappointed when I moved to the United States. Others became genuinely angry when I threw my hat into the political ring. One friend joked, only half seriously, that I was no longer allowed to cheer for Team Canada. Apparently, crossing the border canceled my Canadian hockey subscription in his warped mind. Some people need help. He may be one of them. That helped me understand the feelings directed at Gretzky. Our situations weren't the same, but the emotion was familiar. Gretzky was a great Canadian and a great American who helped grow hockey south of the border. Both things can be true. I can love the country where I was born, feel at home in the country I chose, and feel deeply connected to Mexico and the rest of the world. My identity doesn't need to fit neatly inside one border just because society says it should. The Canada-United States hockey rivalry still tests that philosophy. When Canada lost both Olympic hockey gold medal games to the United States in 2026, it hurt more than most people realized. Both games could have gone either way. Unfortunately, that didn't stop American hockey fans from reminding me almost every day. Americans discover hockey for 2 weeks and suddenly they're all Don Cherry. Being North American Darrell means I don't have to erase one chapter to honor another. I can be Canadian by birth, American by choice, at home in Mexico, and curious about everywhere else. It isn't confusion, it's adaptation. It's the brand I built, and the life I'm still building. Thanks for listening to the North American Darrell podcast. Until next time, keep traveling, keep adapting, and live life to the fullest.